Welcome to another episode of the NFFL podcast featuring yours truly and the Hefty Ghost. Big week. Looking at it.
Big week.
It's actually astonishing how I still see Tucker and the Pussy going to the championship. And you have Saquon, Mr. Saquon Barkley, and the rest of his squad, Matt Slevin's squad, lose to Kelly's team, which it's not what I predicted, but Slevin, it's all right. Next year, man. We'll start off by recapping. Let's go to your matchup with Danes.
The route, you mean?
I don't know about a route.
I don't know if I call it a matchup.
I just think, come on. Like, I understand you're part of the podcast, but so biased.
All right, let's dive into me destroying Danes. Why don't we?
All right, so this QB matchup, right? If we review that.
I want to start it off by saying Ghost Ravens came through for him. It
was honestly against the Jets, too. And honestly, I thought it would be a bigger blowout.
Yeah.
So I really think they weren't going to play. Like I said, Lamar Jackson was only going to play 3 quarters.
Yeah, he got to play 3.5 before we blew him out.
I mean, he still put up 5 TDs. Like, I mean, all his TDs were in the first half, I think. He had like 4 TDs in the first half.
It was a great game.
I mean, it still didn't matter. Even if he played a quarter, he still would have put up the fantasy points.
Jameis had a great game for him, though, too, with a broken hand.
One pick, though. It started off Sunday with a pick. You never knew how it was going to go.
Jameis will not stop throwing picks. He won't.
It was the first time I literally seen I opened Twitter, like 105, like 110 in the afternoon.
He was destined for failure once he named his team. Jameis stopped throwing picks because he was not going to stop throwing picks.
Literally the first thing I saw Sunday at like 110 was Jameis throwing a pick on my knee. So I was like, oh, great. Danes is in trouble, you know? No, he gave him 32 points.
You can't complain about that, yeah.
458, 4 TDs, and 1 pick. Todd Gurley gave him 20.
He outpaced Bell for me.
Bell's 10.
Yeah, he had an advantage there for sure.
Especially
I thought
how the game was.
Well, I thought for sure that the games Bell put up 80 rushing yards. I wasn't going to complain about that, but I thought for sure with the team down by like 30, they were just going to like check it down to him 10 times. He only caught 2 passes. I was a little surprised by that. 2 passes for 1 yard.
You're supposed to have a big game.
Yeah.
I mean, not big game, but the boom. And you had Austin Eckler, which listen. Minnesota's defense actually was like surprisingly good this year, the back half of this year, which is
he had a great season for sure.
Danes sat Minnesota's defense. Just so you know. I don't think it would matter. Like
one, it wouldn't have mattered, and 2, I don't really blame him for that necessarily. It wasn't really a good matchup for Minnesota.
I'm not Rivers.
But honestly, the defense he picked up was a mistake. Seattle, Jadeveon Clowney was out for him. There was a bunch of other Seattle defenders that were out, and they were on the road. Like, it wasn't likely that they were going to put up a lot of points.
No.
And they did have the pick 6 that got reversed. It was kind of bad luck. I mean, that changes everything.
No, gave him 10 points?
That's an 8-point swing, but, like, definitely could have found a better defense to play other than them. Again, nothing he'd done would have mattered anyway because I destroyed him. So
after the running back over one situation, literally you go down your line, 30, 26, 20,
exactly.
15, 10. And you talked about having Zeke having a big week.
I needed him to have a big week, and he did.
Put up a 30 spot. I mean, Tyler Lockett
was due. All my question marks came through for me, which is why I won, obviously.
How hyped were you when Mark Andrews scored?
That was the matchup right there. I actually FaceTimed Dames. He could attest. The second Mark Andrews scored, I texted it.
I got called back.
Well, so I texted our group chat like, "Let's go, my Ravens!" And I go, "Fuck me! They overturned it. God damn it!" And then immediately he just threw it to him again. It was actually the same exact play, just reverse flipped on the field, which I thought was the funniest part. The Jets still couldn't stop it. They scored again. I FaceTimed Danes. I'm like, oh, you're done. That was it. He's like, what do you mean? I'm not done. I'm like, bro, the karma, you literally had it. The touchdown gets called back, and then he gets it again. And I told him I needed that Mark Andrews touchdown, and he got it. I needed it.
Because what's that? 6 points right there. Then it's okay, 9
Plus
points.
plus the passing touchdown, plus the yards.
Yeah, with Lamar Jackson too. So I mean,
well, I don't know how much of that game did you watch.
What?
The Ravens Jets.
Like the first half. And then
Oh, so you missed this. This is wild. I was talking to Dames. It was like mid-third quarter. Like this was about the time it was about a blowout territory. Like, are they going to take out Lamar? Like, are they going to do it? If they threw another touchdown, they probably would have. And I kid you not, this was the point. Mark Andrews had 15 points already. Lamar had like 30. Ravens had the ball at the 25, so like 75-yard field. Lamar takes a snap, drops back, throws it over the middle, deep. Andrews is wide open, like
drops it.
He and James are automatic touchdown, like guaranteed. If he catches it, he overthrew him by like a millimeter. Like I was like, Dames, that's literally a 30-point swing. You just got so lucky. Because that's like that's 16 points from Mark Andrews right there alone, plus all the points from Lamar Jackson. The week would have been over before it even started.
31 for Mark Andrews, I should say. 16 points for the catch and TD.
Exactly. And then
21 points for 25 yards.
Yeah.
For 75, that's 3. That's another 9 points.
Like that's the week right there. It's over.
Yeah, no, 100%.
So I definitely caught an unlucky break there, but again, it wouldn't have mattered. But I was like, Danes, you have a chance. After that play missed, I was like, you have a chance. But he didn't.
I just feel like, if you look at Dane's bench, I mean, like, he had Miles Sanders. Who would have known? You know what I mean? Like,
yeah, you can't fault him for not
playing. 35. Minnesota's defense, which I probably would have took just because I hate Phillip Rivers. This is besides the result of the game.
Yeah, for sure.
Like, now that we're doing it after the week.
Yeah.
Like, if I had to do Seattle's defense or Minnesota's defense, I would take Minnesota just because Phillip Rivers. Like, I mean, I know it was against Carolina, but, like, McCaffrey could have literally easily ran for 300 yards plus yards, which I think he did. I'm not sure.
Well, what also didn't help
was the fact he had 36 points. That was what happened.
I mean, I'm not going to lie, Danes also did have some bad luck. Like, I already mentioned the pick six that his defense could have had, but Chris Godwin got hurt mid-game. He definitely didn't need that. I mean, that's his best player. Austin Hooper caught a touchdown at the end of that game that got reversed.
Yeah.
Like, he could – like, Jameis, again, like, played a great game. Like, I don't know. He could have put up more points. He was never going to win this matchup.
But look at this for a second. What we say when we first started this, come playoff time, you have to put up 120 plus.
You need 120, and he didn't do it.
And what did he score with? 111.
111.
Let alone you put up 161, but I'm saying to make it somewhat of a game. I know if he scored exactly 120, he still would have lost by 41.
Yeah.
But 120 and above makes it competitive. Like, 161 wasn't your number in the beginning. I think it was like 120-something.
Yeah. I mean, yeah. And then Devontae Adams caught a touchdown. Lockett caught a touchdown. Like, all my guys caught touchdowns, which was big. The one thing I want to point out, though, too, is the 5 points that Adam Thielen got on my bench. Just letting everyone know again. Colin guaranteed that I should be playing Adam Thielen over Le'Veon Bell. They both sucked. Lev Bell only got 10. But you know what, Kyle? You were wrong again. This is why no one needs to listen to Kyle when it comes to these fantasy advice.
This is why.
Wrong. What if that 5 points mattered and I lost because of it?
This is why he'll never win a championship. Why? Because he makes bad decisions. And I'm going to fast forward a little bit to a 2020 NFFL season bet with Kyle C.
The worst bet of all time.
I forget how it started. I think it was just a mass.
No, I think Kyle was just bad for some reason and called you out.
I forget how it all started. Oh, no. It was talking about, like, Monday's matchup, which we'll talk about next. And everyone's talking, and Kyle C was like, you guys just kill each other. That would be so sick. Misruling, I'd put myself in a title game, take the gopher out.
Yeah, so, if you could take me out, right. That's right.
So he's like trying to put himself in the championship game. Meanwhile, I'm telling him, Kyle, I just skimmed through this whole chat. You'll never win this league. And then I said, I don't care about the keeper league. Da, 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 da. Coliseum comes out of nowhere hours later. How about another $100 bet you're guaranteed to lose? I was like, all right, so what's the bet? Because I bet I win this championship, the only league that matters before. I bet I win this league, the only league that matters before you make the playoffs again. He's talking about his keeper league. Then he goes, so then I went back at Colin and said, Colin, you're stating that you'll win a championship before I make the playoffs. So, like, if I make the playoffs and he ends up winning the championship, I still win. So I was going back and forth. I was spam texting him, and I said, listen, I'll bet your college tuition. Like, I'll pay off, like, all your college tuition, like UConn, Albany, like, everything. I'll pay everything off. Tell mom and dad, like, I'll win in this bet. So he goes, so once I actually, like, emphasized, I said, if I make the playoffs and you win a championship in the same season, I still win. He goes, I was thinking in that case it's a push. So now he's scared. Now he's scared of the fact. Because I put 200 if he wants to sissy out. And he goes, 200? Sure thing. So I was like, I'm still trying to, like, raise the ante a little. I said, 200 of your college tuition, whatever suits you. And he goes, $200. I win a championship before you make the playoffs again. If you make the playoffs and I win the chip in the same year, I'll still give you $200.
Probably the worst bet of all time.
Right there.
What, like, that's just bad odds on his part. Like,
Listen,
I understand the confidence and the cockiness you want to have.
that's just him making a piss-poor decision like he does with all his lineups this year, and that's why he's not in the championship. That's why, okay, I didn't make the playoffs. I was the worst team in the league. But your 6-7 team or whatever record, you were below 500 team, make the playoffs and think you're going to sweep your way into the championship. Kyle, message to you right now, Kyle. Your team will never win a championship. I'm not pulling out the W this time. I'm talking face-to-face. You'll never win a championship. On everything I love, you'll never win a championship. I'm telling you right now, he won't.
The worst part is he guarantees a championship like this every season, and then just doesn't do it.
But, like, he was in the finals one year, wasn't he?
Yeah, the first year.
He was in the Shackle.
No, what was it?
No, I think it was year 2.
No, yeah, the 5 and 8 ladies won the first year. Year 2, he had the look at my backs team that his backs choked.
And then this is year 3, right?
Yeah. No, then year 3, last year you beat him in the playoffs.
Yes. So year 2, we were in the Shackle together. Yeah. We were like the worst teams. And he made a playoff push last year. I ended up beating him, but we all know, Kyle. We all know. The hype is real for you. It's real. Never happened. It'll never happen. As we proceed to the next matchup we have.
This actually turned out to be the matchup of the week.
I think this is matchup of the year.
Definitely up there, yeah.
Meaning, like, coming into, like, the last games of
the context too, yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, I get it. You're 2 back-to-back or 2-time championship was last week with you and Danes.
Right.
So, I mean, the hype was with that, but in sense of, matchup, close wins, playoff time.
Oh yeah.
The matchup that I think
was high scoring too.
Yeah, 100%. We Cooper Cup advances to the final with a 159-149 win over the Barkley and the boys.
Yeah, the storyline from this matchup came from the Monday Night Mumback. Cooper Cup went into the Monday Night Football game down 20 with only Michael Thomas left to play. And anyone who saw that game saw the Michael Thomas feast that occurred.
We didn't even like say with Drew Brees and like the touchdown record, like, he was going to eat.
You knew Drew Brees was going to eat. The question was going to be whether or not Michael Thomas
was. Yeah, no, but you knew they were going to pass the ball all game.
Right, and he's their favorite target. Like, we knew it was obviously going to be close. Like, he was going to put up around 20. We didn't know he'd put up a fat 30.
And honestly, saying this now, even though we probably should have said it in the beginning, Michael Thomas has to be the best receiver as of late. Like, you have your Antonio Brown, which he's not in the league no more, but DeAndre Hopkins, Devontae Adams, OBJ.
Right now, Michael Thomas is the best.
Michael Thomas, you have to insert in there. At least he's the best one this year, 100%.
Yeah, for sure.
But,
And to give Kelly some credit too, which really helped him get the win. Something I thought was a mistake was the Kenyon Drake play. I mean, 38 points from Kenyon Drake, 4 touchdowns.
Insane. I would think we were saying to throw AP in there.
Adrian Peterson or James Conner, I thought were both better. I thought Adrian Peterson and James Conner should have started over Drake and Freeman.
Yeah.
Freeman ended up sucking. That we were right on that. But who could have thought Kenyon Drake puts up 38 points? That saves his season. That's big.
It's insane because his first week with with Arizona, he played San Fran and he put up 28. That was week 9. After that, he was kind of 9, 13.
Yeah,
11.
he was fine, but he wasn't this.
You know what I mean? He wasn't 38 points out the gate. That was big for him. Barkley put up a 30 spot, which I told everyone.
Slev, yeah.
Slev, that's what Slev needed.
If you told me that going into the week, Barkley was putting up 30, I'd probably bet my life savings that Slev wins that matchup.
Well, you assumed he was going to eat one time. Like
he had to eventually, but
all season he was quiet.
The rest of his team was damn good. Barkley, if he put up 30, I would have said he would have won, no doubt.
Also, Julian Edelman only put up 2 points.
That's what kills him. One of his best players all year, putting up only 2 points is killer.
Even if he put up, okay, now I'm not saying just because of score, but even if he put up like a 12-point day up, like it would have been more comfortable for Slav, but
right,
2-point outing out of Julian Edelman, I was just sad.
But this game went back and forth too at points. It was kind of wild. Near the end of the 4:00 window when all those games were ending, I remember Conley literally at halftime had 0 catches and 0 yards.
Yeah.
And then broke out in the second half. I remember he caught a touchdown at the end of that game. Then Julio Jones caught his touchdown at the end of the game to win it for San Francisco. But then Cooper Kupp caught a garbage touchdown for Kelly at the end of that game. It was like wild, the storylines in this matchup.
It was really back and forth. Then freaking, what's his name? A.J. Brown.
Oh, on Slev's bench. Yeah.
Throwing up a 25 spot.
Also taking out Jason Witten, I thought was a questionable move.
Yeah, but I had Jason Witten during the year.
He sucks too, but I don't even know who Case Smith is. I mean, he's a Giants fan, so he probably knows a little bit more about him than I do, but he hasn't been good all year.
There's only a handful of tight ends you can work with.
Yeah. I feel like there had to be someone better on the free agency though than Caden Smith. I don't know.
I didn't even check this week. Mark Ingram putting up a 23 spot. That was big.
We knew he would do good.
And you would think San Fran's defense would give him more than a 5 spot against Atlanta. Yeah. Even though Atlanta's a passing team and they're going to rack up yards with Matty Ice.
You would assume there were some turnovers there.
Yeah. No, 1 fumble recovery, 29 points allowed, 5 points. No, this was kind of a shock. Not a shocker, but
I mean, we both picked Slev to win this game, and Kelly did come through. The storyline of Kelly winning in his first year, replacing Swalsh, who returns this Friday, that's wild. That's a wild storyline.
Listen, the hype is real this week. It is real. Also, I gotta say, Aaron Rodgers putting up a 14 spot against Chicago. It's kind of sucks.
Yeah, Aaron Rodgers not putting him as much as Carson Wentz is bad.
He hasn't. Even though he's the 8th ranked quarterback, Aaron Rodgers, he hasn't put up those crazy points. He had 1 week at Oakland. He put up 43.
Yeah.
Besides that, he's been not the Aaron Rodgers we all know.
Kelly was smart enough to play Zach Ertz at least this week too.
I know, 17 spot. Who do you have at tight end last week?
Doyle.
He dropped him.
Yeah, I don't know why.
Listen.
Never bench Zach Ertz.
He's in the chip. That's all that matters. Yeah. So I'm going to move on to the Sacro Bowl. Well, the pre-Sacro Bowl real quick. So as you all know, I had to win 2 games against Adam 2 weeks in a row for him to go to the Sacro. If I would have lost, if I went 1-1, I would have went to the Sacro Bowl. I ended up beating him by 42. My team actually came along at the back half, puts me in a spot for the 6th seed to end the year.
No, it'd be the 7th seed.
7th seed. I'm sorry, 7th seed. So even starting over the worst record in the league, and to start the playoffs, coming to a 7th.
No one cares about.
Is what I want, because I'm not being the Sacco Bowl. Like, come on, I'm the defending champ.
And if you also if you're the 7th seed, you're pretty much just as good as Colin, who's the 6th seed.
Well, Kyle C, just remember, you'll never win. So that puts us at the Sacco Bowl matchup.
Yeah, it's going to be between Kelly and Adam this week.
Whoa.
Oh,
Kelly.
Canizo and Adam, sorry.
Sneak peek. Kelly's in the championship, about to win this thing.
He's not, but I meant Greg's third
I
leg.
haven't even looked at the matchup yet, so don't take my word.
Greg's third leg, back in it.
So looking at the Sacco, I don't know if these guys set their lineups yet.
They probably didn't, if I had to guess.
But Canizo is an 11-point favorite. You got Mahomes, Chris Carson, Kamara. You got Christian Kirk, Danny Amendola. All right, you know what? Forget this. Sorry, it's a Sacco Bowl. I'm taking Canizo. I'm not even looking at the matchup. I'm taking Canizo.
Adam's team is actually terrible. I don't know what happened. He lost Dalvin Cook, which obviously hurts, and has been his best player. But I don't even
want to stare at his team. It's just that bad.
I think Greg's third leg wins too. I don't see Adam winning a game ever again.
The only thing he has is Keenan Allen.
Yeah. And Dak Prescott's playing with a broken shoulder too. I don't think he's putting a fine team.
I mean, I don't even think any of these guys are setting their lineups. If Canizo's smart, Canizo just win it.
Yeah, I think if Canizo's got to get Marlon Mack in there. I think that, I'll put Marlon Mack over probably Christian Kirk, Danny Amendola. But
Patty Mahomes is putting up a 30 spot this week.
Yeah. So whoever wins that or loses that game will get a nice poster courtesy of me on their wall. Can't wait.
So, moving to the championship. This is tough. This is really tough. You know why?
This is cake.
I don't know if that's for you.
Why is it tough?
Tough because literally I projected Matt Kelly to lose round one. So 2 weeks ago I projected him to lose.
And you projected me to lose round 2.
Yeah, but that's because it's a Red Hot Danes.
Oh, Red Hot Danes. That scares me.
I literally hate how biased you are.
I was terrified of Danes last week. I did not think I was going to win. But.
No, so literally can't count Matt Kelly out. You're an 8.5-point favorite. So they say the line is 8.8, to be honest. So Carson Wentz is putting up 17, they project, to Lamar Jackson's 25. Which do you sit? Well, this is for this is for number 1 seed, no?
What?
If they win and Bills win.
The Ravens are they're trying to win the 1 seed. If they win, they clinch the 1 seed.
So you know Lamar Jackson's going to play the whole game, unless it's a blowout.
I don't think we'll blow Cleveland out. Cleveland always plays us tough. They're one of our only losses this year. I think it'll be close. I think Lamar puts up about 25 to 30.
Carson Wentz at home against Dallas. It's a big game for the division.
It's a big game, but is he going to be able to put up points? I don't know.
It's a must-win game for them, so he's going to have to put up points.
I think this whole matchup, honestly, might come down to that matchup because of Carson Wentz and Zach Ertz. If Dallas shuts them down, which they could, Kelly's toast.
You got Love Bell. I don't know if this is your true lineup, but you got Love Bell going against Pittsburgh, his old team. So.
That's the storyline I have to ride. I mean, me and Kev have been talking about this for 17 weeks of the NFFL season. When I drafted Lev Bell, he wanted Lev Bell. He was one spot behind me. He's like, bro, did you see the Week 17 matchup? It's for the championship. He's going back to Pittsburgh, and he's going to feast. And honestly, I can't not play him in the revenge game. I can't not. I think it's going to be bad, but, like, he's my worst player anyway. Like, if he does bad, whatever. I'll get over it. Raheem Mostert kind of would be the guy I'd play over him, and, like, he sucked last week. As good as he is, I don't think Shanahan knows what he's doing when he's managing his running backs.
I can't wait.
Yeah, you're what do you got to say?
I can't wait to get so indecisive come Sunday that you take Lev Bell out and he puts up a 30 spot. Like, I know you're not locking it in yet. You can't lock it in right now.
That's the thing. It's like I can't take him out. It's like
you roll with him all year. You roll with him all year. You're gonna
he's my number one pick. Like, I'd rather just die with him in my lineup for the revenge. Like,
you're gonna make a costly decision.
I also have Pittsburgh defense too, so like.
No, but that doesn't matter because Lev Bell go off for 30 points, and Pittsburgh puts up 4 picks.
Exactly. So that's my thing. It's like
it evens out.
But if that's my thing, Bell could still put up points even if Pittsburgh's defense feasts. And I think Pittsburgh defense also is low key a revenge game. I think they're going to want to try and shut Lev Bell down. I think they're going to try and play one of their best games on defense. But, like, so either they shut Lev Bell down and Pittsburgh defense gets me a ton of points, or Lev Bell goes off and maybe Pittsburgh still scores some points because of a pick six because stinky Sam Darnold is horrible.
So then we move on to Kenyon Drake at Seattle.
There's no way he's doing what he did last week again. No way. Not a chance.
Can't doubt Kelly. I really can't doubt Kelly.
Kenyon Drake, if he wins a championship with Kenyon Drake as his driving force, then I don't deserve. Like, that's horrible. Kenyon Drake stops, dude. He's not going to win with Kenyon Drake in his lineup.
You sound nervous.
I am, but, like, Kenyon Drake should not be in a championship lineup. He put up 38 points last week. He's going to be lucky to get 13 this week.
Moving to Zeke versus Devontae Freeman.
Zeke's going to feast.
He's got to have another big week.
He might have his
division.
He got his 30 spot finally last week, and I think in this game for the division, Dak, you've seen the reports. Dak's shoulder is like totally torn. He's playing through it because the game matters, but he's going to hand it off to Zeke. Check it down to Zeke. If he does, I'd be stunned if he doesn't get at least 25 points.
Devontae Freeman's going against Jacksonville. I don't think Jacksonville's defense is that great anymore.
No, their run defense is actually really bad. But I don't trust Devontae Freeman.
I stay away from Devontae Freeman.
Yeah, I just don't think he's very good.
After year two.
Yeah.
I'd stop messing with Devontae Freeman. The big matchup. Michael Thomas at Tennessee.
I mean, that's –
lock it. Michael Thomas is putting up I kid you not, he's putting up a 40 spot this week.
He's guaranteed to put up at least 25. Like, if he stays around 25,
40 spot this week.
Why do you think he's just putting up a 40 spot?
40 spot because it's against you, coming off a big week.
Michael Thomas is going into his game like, oh, I'm playing Goff this week.
100%.
He hasn't put up 40. He's put up 40 once.
He can put 40 up this week.
No, he's not. It's just bad. It's not happening. He might put up 30.
He's gonna be the factor. I'm telling you right now. He's gonna be either the win for seal the deal for the W for Kelly.
I don't think so.
Or seal the blowout by Kelly. Either or.
I don't think so because he's gonna put up 30, and that's already factored into his projections. So like.
Moving on, Devontae Adams against Cooper Kupp.
I think Devontae Adams can keep me close with Michael Thomas. I think they're gonna be able to.
At Minnesota?
At Minnesota. That's for the division. Monday night, that's for the division, that game.
Is Kelly Monday night games?
Nope, I have him and Adam Thielen going, so I'm getting the mum back factor. He's
okay. As we move towards, we just said your wide receiver 1 and 2, and you just said your flex by Thielen.
Yeah.
Here's a question for you. You're in the championship. Question for you. Number 1 question. Do you pick up Robbie Anderson this week?
No. No.
Why?
I will never play Robbie Anderson over my good players.
But,
Like, if Adam Thielen got ruled out last minute, I'm like, oh, shit, who do I pick up? Like, it's probably going to be Robbie Anderson. But
Robbie Anderson will put up points.
he didn't last week.
I know. Listen, I'm hit or miss with projections, okay?
Oh,
But this week, when it really matters for you,
Robbie Anderson's going to feast.
we did last year. So you got the tight end matchup, Zach Ertz versus Mark Andrews.
Very even.
It's I'd say even. But you never know. Zach Ertz can go off. He hasn't. When was the last time he went off?
Last week.
But no, 2 weeks ago against Giants.
Oh, yeah, that's what I meant. Yeah.
30 piece. Numbers are down from last year. Even though he's number 2, I'm not saying like he's awful, but he was putting up 30 spots at ease last year.
Right.
Kelly got Baltimore's defense against your Pittsburgh defense. They're both against bad teams. They're both against bad teams.
They're both going against bad teams. They're both really good defenses. So you just got to hope that his defense doesn't score a touchdown and mine does. That'd be big.
I don't know if Kelly's flex is true with DeAndre Washington.
Yeah.
I don't know if it's true or not.
Josh Jacobs is out. So I bet you he's going to play him, which is probably going to
AP against the Giants?
Probably going to be back. It's probably going to backfire.
AP against the Giants, I'd take 100%.
Kelly overmanages a little bit sometimes.
But listen, that's what got him here. That's what got him to the championship.
Yeah, it did get him here. But
all
me
right.
not overmanaging got him.
We all know your projections. You're winning the championship. We don't have to say that, okay?
You saying I'm going to win?
No. We all know your prediction that you're winning the championship.
Oh, I'm guaranteeing it. After I beat Danes, it's a guaranteed championship.
This is tough.
Me versus Danes was the championship.
This is tough because I'm like superstitious about this. I've picked Kelly to lose all these weeks. You have the better team, obviously.
Thank you.
You're projected to win. But
Good.
Can't roll with you. I cannot roll with you. I'm picking Kelly.
That's fine.
Upset.
You be let down.
Make the upset. I'm predicting Kelly to win on Sunday. Why? Even though you have 2 Monday games, even though you have 2 people playing Monday, they're not going to put up points for you to come back. There's no mum back.
No mum back. All right.
No Monday mum back.
Who do you think does good for him that leads him the way?
Okay. Obviously, Michael Thomas. I'm predicting Carson Wentz to go off. Above 17. He's projected 17 Carson Wentz, but I'm projecting him to throw up like 25 to 30. Kenyon Drake come back with at least a score and 100 yards.
He's not, though.
I don't know about 4 scores. A nice 20 piece. A nice 20 piece should be good.
He's not, though.
Okay. Cooper Kupp. I feel like he gets a score in. And Zach Ertz.
See, what I think this comes down to.
His core 4, literally Cooper Kupp, Zach Ertz, Carson Wentz, Michael Thomas.
See, where this comes down to, for me, breaking down this matchup, is kicker and defense, I think we're about even. Anything can happen. Quarterback and running backs, I have the advantage, but not by much. I think his guys can stay in with my guys. What this comes down to is our 2 wide receivers and flex. Obviously he has an advantage with Michael Thomas, but I think overall, if Adams, Thielen, and Tyler Lockett can score more than Cooper Kupp and DeAndre Washington, I think I have the chance there.
No, yeah. I mean, you have 3 core wide receivers. Like, they're all 3 ones on any other.
Yeah, like he has Michael Thomas, but then if you were to rank them, it probably goes Devontae Adams, Adam Thielen, Tyler Lockett, then Cooper Kupp, then DeAndre Washington, if you're ranking the flexes.
Yeah. No, I mean, listen. This is why it's a championship. That's why you guys.
Cooper Kupp going against San Francisco's defense too, which helps.
Yeah, but don't forget this kicker spot. He has Jason Sanders Miami.
I have faith in Justin
No,
Tucker.
no. I'm not saying that. I'm saying you have the higher up matchup. But Cincy, Miami, they're not putting up points. They get in the red zone, 3 and out, kick the field goal.
If I lose because his kicker puts up 20, like
I'm not saying 20, but I'm saying okay, it's projected 8 for Justin Tucker, 7 for Jason Sanders. You know what I mean? If he doubles it,
but here's the thing: if Justin Tucker doesn't kick a lot of field goals, you know why?
extra points. I get it.
Exactly.
I get it. But I'm just saying, both offenses in that Miami-Cincinnati game are terrible. Where I'm not saying the kicking game would matter, but that's a good spot to have. You know what I mean?
It's a good kicker play. I'm not.
You could have 3 30-yard field goals.
Would I rather have Justin Tucker in my lineup though?
No, okay. Yeah. I'm just saying. I'm just being a devil's advocate. That's all. I'm projecting.
Let the best team win, which we all know who it is.
Kelly, I'll bring the trophy to your house, without a doubt. Day after, maybe not Tuesday. Maybe I'll wait till we're all together. I'm not sure. I'll wait till next week's podcast to decide.
Or you could just give it to me because I'm gonna win. And
if you win, I'm changing the Debbie. If Kelly wins, I'm not.
If you win, you can. If I win, you can't change the W. It's too late.
Why? What do you mean?
The second I win, it's my trophy.
I'm gonna change it right now.
You can change it now.
Change it right now.
The second I win, it's my trophy.
All right.
And I'll use my 900 to change it back.
Honestly, I'm changing it for nothing. I'm just printing out a picture of Colin.
That would actually be funny. I might leave that.
Listen, Kyle, I'm reiterating it again. You will never win a championship. Never. Never win a championship. That's why we're going to name the trophy after you. After we hang up this podcast.
That'd be kind of funny. I'm in.
Going to pro picks. Pro picks.
I went first. You can go first this time.
What do you mean? I went 3-0 last week.
I went first. Do you want me to go first?
I went 3-0 last week. I'm going first again.
Oh, all right. Well, I went first last time.
I'll let you go first because I was indecisive. Like I said, I didn't have my picks ready last week. I still don't have my picks ready this week. Going back to last week, go for 2-1. Yeah, the Packers -4, terrible pick. Vikings -2.5.
You had the Packers -4 too.
I know, because you picked the same pick as me.
No, I picked first last week.
No.
What are you saying? You're literally spewing nonsense.
Vikings -2.5. And honestly, I told you about this pick, this Rams pick.
Oh, you told me. Okay.
Rams -1. I can't pick again. I can't pick Dallas.
Dallas sucks. I'll bet against Dallas again this week.
Miss.
I'll take Philly this week. Just to prove you wrong.
Okay.
Dallas sucks.
Is that true?
Maybe. I don't know. If you take some of my picks, I'll change mine.
Flop the other side. See who has the better record.
Make your picks, and then I'll make my picks.
I went 3-0 last week. Packers -4.
Bad pick.
It's a bad pick because you picked it. Packers -4. Texans +3. Saints -8. 3-0. You would have won $1 million if you bet the house. 3-0. 3-0, Golf. Going 3-0 this week.
2-1. 2-1 is still good.
Okay, here we go. Tough. New Orleans, I'm picking at Tennessee. Giving 2.5. New Orleans is staying hot. Staying hot. Michael Thomas catching 2 TDs, 100 yards. Winning it for Kelly. On top of my W with the pick'em. This is tough. I'm going against the rookie battle. Giants at Washington. We all know Dwayne Haskins, better QB in the draft. Just show it this week. I'm picking Washington, giving 2 to the G-Men. My last pick, smart pick, I'm going with Miami against Seattle. Against Cincy, I'm sorry. Why? Because Cincy is tanking for the number 1 pick. Picking up the homegrown Joe Burrows for the number 1 pick. Miami wins this game by a field goal, a 40-yard field goal.
Not a 50-yard field goal?
No, not a 50. I don't think he can kick 50. Only 50-yarder is Justin Tucker.
Thank you.
And Dan
Just
Barry
2 of those, and I already got 10.
He's not going to kick 2 50-yard field goals.
Oh, okay. We'll see.
It's picking Miami at a pick 'em since he's tanking. New Orleans, I'm picking, and Washington.
All right. So I'll go. I am going to steal one of your picks.
Oof. See, we should discuss this pre-hand.
You stole one of my picks last week, you bitch.
I went first last week.
No, you did. I can run the tape. I promise you, I went first last week. I'm also going to take New Orleans. I think they rout Tennessee. But what?
Tennessee's offense can't keep up. They can score. Tennessee's offense can score. Ryan Tannehill can throw the ball.
I just don't believe in Ryan Tannehill and don't understand how he's doing so good.
But this line is absurd. This line should be, even that New Orleans is away, it should be New Orleans minus given 7, given a touchdown.
Yeah, it's I just refuse to believe in Ryan Tannehill. So
but don't forget, I'm telling you this line, freaking Tennessee being home is a 3-point swing.
Right.
Right? So it's
minus the game.
It's literally an even pick.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, if it's minus 2.5, it's minus 5.5, really. Because Tennessee's at home.
Well, right.
I love that.
So from there, I'll make my next pick. I'm stealing your team here. I'm surprised you didn't take them.
Houston.
But first game of the weekend, I'm taking Houston minus 3 over Tampa.
I was going to go with them, but that's 3 weeks in a row.
Yeah. You're going to
I have to switch it up. That's
right.
Look, I have my list right here. I don't know if you can see. I have my list.
Yeah, they're on there.
Houston's on my list.
Yeah, and I mean, to me, it's Jameis Winston's Godwin and Mike Evans are out. I don't believe he could keep doing what he's doing without those guys. Rashad Perriman is actually terrible. 4 years of him on the Ravens, couldn't catch a ball. All of a sudden, he catches 3 touchdowns last week. No way he does it again. It's a fluke. He's bad. Texans are out. Texans to the playoffs. Texans win the division.
Ooh.
Final pick. Gotta ride or die. First time this late in the season, the quarterback with the best QB rating and the worst QB rating are matching up. Worst quarterback in the league, Baker Mayfield, is going to get destroyed by your Baltimore Ravens. Baltimore Ravens minus 10 over Cleveland. Baltimore wins by 24. Lamar Jackson, 5 touchdowns again, 2 of them rushing, puts up 40 fantasy points, carries me to a championship.
I'll take the pick, but you're not winning this week.
Guaranteed to win.
No, I'm telling you no.
And once I win the championship, get to pick the draft order for next year. Get ready for another Survivor season of determining the draft order.
Back, no?
What?
Survivors comes back when?
Survivor comes back. Well, this new season just ended. Survivor returns February 12th. Or mid-February, sometime.
So, put a little wager on this week.
Wager on this week, okay.
Yeah. I'm rolling with Kelly against you in the championship.
Okay.
Okay. I'll bet a trip to Cam's.
Trip to Cam's.
That you will lose this week. 100%. 100%. Nice little sandwich I get from Cam's. He's sitting right here.
Does it include the buttered roll and the drink and the Joe's tea?
No, the whole meal. The whole meal.
The buttered roll, Joe's tea, and Sando.
Whole meal. Cam's on you next week. Shake it up.
Shaking.
Shake it up.
And I'm going to win. And this just adds to my pot. Adds to things I'm going to keep winning. This is great. This is the best week ever.
Yes, sir. Another week. NFFL podcast. See you after the championship.
See you after I win.